let's see. Oh shit, do I have my GPS on again? Somebody's gonna try and dox me or something. What was it? I think it was Martha's alt account was like, yeah, we all heard where you live, man. Well, okay, that's I'm terrified. So, hence the title. I just wanted to, I guess, share a story that I've gone on to tell quite a few times on these YouTube streets, and it's one of the things that's just had an impact. Well, good day to you, Objective. And you know why I like you, Objectively Oracle? Because you do honestly appear to walk the walk of your very namesake. You do appear to be objective. Jopan, I was waiting on you cuz you didn't call. Now it's on you. Ball's in your court, man. Alright, OBS is waiting on you. But anyway, okay. So it's just some people on YouTube. Everybody knows you get your bullies, your trolls, your roasters, and all the good folk of YouTube, right? You get your detractors, you get your supporters, and that's what you got to focus on. Eye on the prize at all times. Well, hello, what's up, Cass? I got one of those for you, huh? I saw Gobble do that, and I thought, I mean, that was original. Nobody else has ever done it, tried it. By God, if you cut me off, motherfucker. All right. I uploaded a video of a crazy, methed out, unfortunate soul raging in front of the place that I may go to every day, or not. So, anyway, let me get off of the Martha thing. One of the reasons that I usually don't allow myself to get overwhelmed whenever I see grand numbers of people getting up in arms, or just like the thing, like the show Stuck in the Middle. Oh my God, my friend said the joke, and then I was at the cusp. I was in the center of outrage again, and I'm no stranger to this. But everybody to some fucking degree is going to be universally loved. And Mr. Saint Penguin's critical is universally loved himself, although I think he's the closest to it. Holy shit. Nope. That bus is in front of me first. So, here's a story of something that happened in my real life, and I remind myself of this event, and when I put it in perspective, I'm reminded why I don't give a flying shit if somebody on a YouTube channel decides to roast me. And for one, I have my own opinions, or dare I say, I'll just leave it at opinions. I've drawn to a conclusion about some people that seem to focus on me to some degree, right? And one of those individuals, I think, is just very, very lonely and is used to just provoking because they rely on the reaction for the content, and if you don't really give them that the way they wanted, then they're sad panda. Hey Nola, do you think our water air... Let me jump into this before I get into the story. Oh, what's up? Yeah, okay, Objective. Let me just say that is one of the exact points I found myself thinking about that, which is sad. I was in the freezer of my job today, loading up, I'm breaking down pallets, blah, 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 me and my fucking pallets, how I make a living, right? And I was like, by God, that guy, AD, or as I affectionately called him on Stuck in the Middle, Gay D. I didn't want to make that exclusive to Stuck in the Middle, although at the time I did, but, whatever. That dude has a whole wife and kids and family, and he is somehow able to find the time to be on YouTube for like 4 lifetimes, like 6 of mine, because I assume I'll probably live to 70 and croak or something, I don't know. But hey, wow, that's the hobby in life. I don't wish I had that. I really don't. I do wish I could podcast more, because I enjoy doing a show and putting on a show. But what he does is just something, not more power to him. If that is really something that feels fulfilling for his life, then good for him. But like I heard he what was it? OG Tyrone came in here, was like, Bro, he roasted you, man. I was like, oh God, look, something out of my control. Give me like 5 reasons, or better yet, 1.5. No, how about a half of a reason that I should give a flying shit that this guy that is perpetually online, and I don't mean, now I'm not roasting, I'm not doing tit for tat here. Did you really post like a check for $11,000? Why? Why? Who? Nobody's asking you what you got. You're blessed, dude. You're blessed, okay? And you like YouTube a lot. So, then, Josh and I saw some of the gangs of New York. No, some of the larger or other groups out here, like on YouTube, that right now, I guess I gotta tell the truth again. I found myself on the very unhealthy part of YouTube. I think it's a part of YouTube that some of the, I don't know what normal YouTubers are, people that have channels or go into a lot of chats publicly, they don't like to talk about the fact that they go to these places. Oh, and I got one user that's been trying to be up my ass for years and years, and I'm not going to forget that one. But I've been watching a little infighting between two, do I call them squads, groups? Is it owned by squads? Gene Team and the Lil Family. I just kind of watching that show. Holy shit. Entertaining, we are all watching something. We're all watching something, okay? For one, if we're on this fucking platform, we're watching something and we get what we get out of it to some degree, right? I saw somebody on Gotcha Man's video from this morning. That was, I think, the first video I watched before I got up for work. And this comment stuck out to me. Sorry, I'm getting away from the story, but I haven't forgotten. I'll make it quick. The comment on Gotcha Man's video, which it covers Deerdorf and Patty and all that shit, was like, dude, why do you care about another man? And then I found myself thinking, can't this go full circle? Now you commenting on Gotcha Man makes you the man thinking about or talking about this man talking about the other man. And it goes full circle. Nobody is holier than thou on this platform. You can't sit here, like, I see the irony. I was just kind of cracking on Gay D for being on here fucking 20 hours a day, while I'm here on YouTube, albeit it's going to be like 20 minutes or something. I think there's a smidgen of a difference. And God bless all of you that keep on coming here. Wait, have you seen? No, but thank you. I look forward to checking out. I've been seeing channels I didn't even know existed. I've been watching some of that Tex D dude. He's got some, whoosh. There's a lot of shit going on there. And they only came on my radar because originally I wanted to use some of their content regarding Canadian Carl. And then after the huge trial, they had 2 lives that were like a meeting of like damage control, what they were going to do about Josh and I, and Stuck in the Middle and Progressive Patriot. We're going to look into you. Yo, bro, hey, you do you got your crew and your family and all that. I got nothing to hide. I don't have a record. I have an expunged charge from when I was 18 or 19 years old, which was narcotic related, expunged, gone. With that, let's see, there was something, oh yeah, now the story on why people on the internet don't fucking scare me, okay? And I'm not provoking anybody, I'm just fucking saying, okay? Once upon a time, when I was a legit liberal, and I hated firearms because my mother raised me to hate firearms, and now never leave home without it, okay? I was invited by a middle school friend, like I went to middle school with her. Don't go crazy, don't have meetings about looking into us, or taking our laptops, or doxing me. Oh God, can you see everything back there? I'm fucked. I can see the Google satellite looking in on me now. I'm fucked. Alright, stop with the curse and chill. So, my old friend from 6th, 7th, 8th grade middle school invites me to meet her husband. I'm like, oh my God, you have a husband. I'm so happy to hear this. Good to see you. Hey, TN accountability. What's so hard about listening to music, not giving a fuck who made the music, give a fuck. I'm with you on that. Somebody commented to that degree, and I was like, hey, if you're here for just the music and just that, then just do your enjoying of it, you know? You don't if you're not as engaged as some people find the drama, sadly, just like you would kind of rubberneck on a street with a freaking crash, it's kind of the same thing. But I digress. That's not what I came here for. It's the story. So old friend calls me, says, meet my family, meet my husband, meet my kids. Gives me an address. I invite the lady friend I had at the time. We go to this address, and we're kind of, we had to go through a liquor store, and walk through the liquor store, and you walk out back, and you're in another room. It was a big room, and inside this room is a hole-in-the-wall secret fucking bar. And there was a badass bartender lady dressed like a biker woman. I mean, she was a biker woman. It was a biker bartender lady with her tits all over the place. Fucking amazing. And I noticed everybody in this particular bar was wearing a vest. And at the time, there was only me, my lady friend. We were in civilian clothes. We were not in anything that matched their colors, their vests, it's the third largest biker gang in the world, by the way. Google that shit. I'm not putting their fucking name out here. So, and there was these two other douchebags there. So this means you're not affiliated when you're wearing, what's up, Shamrock? C-Fouls, what's up, brother? There was these two dudes in orange shirts, and they were sitting right next to our table. I noticed all the booze, by the way, all the liquor, the shots, the beer, everything was fucking free. You just tipped. You tipped that woman. She was beautiful. She was awesome. And so throughout the night, it dawned on me, and I met my friend. I want to give her first name out, but let's just call her M. I met my friend M. I was like, holy shit, where are we, M? It's amazing. You were like the geek in high school. What is this? Oh, yeah, no, my husband is a captain in the blah, 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 blah. I was like, what the, I don't know if it was captain, but some sort of rank in this biker club. And there was one moment to kind of jump around here. It was a security compound, and we're inside of a bar. Outside of it, we're surrounded by gates and fences with barbed wire, electric, all that shit. There was cameras everywhere. There's footage of what went down this night. And I just remember there was a moment where like somebody came in and whispered, like, apparently it was like a security matter, and all these dudes in their vests got decked out and grabbed some heavy firepower and ran outside. I had no idea what the hell was going on, but I knew that I walked into something that I did not expect. No, not Masonic, biker gang or club, whatever they prefer. It's one of the top 3 in the United States. So the night goes on. I'm drunk. Everybody's drunk. Mostly, we're all having a fantastic time. One of the worst ideas I ever had happened right here. All of the biker ladies, I guess you'd call them the old ladies, right? They, I was such an idiot in my 20s. I would always talk about, I give great massages. So all the old ladies were lined up, some of them playing with their butterfly knives, and I'm massaging them all, like their shoulders. They're fucking cringe. I know. Trust me, this probably fed into what happens later on. But I was getting along with the ladies, the dudes. We were all having, good jokes and drinks and shots and shit. But the 2 orange shirt guys that I mentioned earlier, well, it turns out, and I was wearing my Star of David, even though I'm Jewish. My mother's not Jewish, so I'm not technically Jewish. I was sitting next to the girl that I brought at some point after all the massagerining, sure, why not? We're gonna go with that. And the orange shirt guy is hitting on her, and then they start making out, and I'm sitting right next to them. So I'm like, okay, I'm not into menage a trois. I'm gonna go. I say that. I get up. All of a sudden, thunk, white flash, really, really heavy thunk, and I got turned around. I'm asking, what the fuck? There was another thunk. These 2 orange shirt individuals, believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. He also believes the earth is flat. Who the fuck believes the earth is flat? Okay, all right. No, I know, and I'm not. Anyway, so these two orange shirt punk asses were literal neo-Nazis. They were the real deal. The reason why, just like me and my lady friend S were not in the colors or the garb, is because we were civilians and we're supposed to be acknowledged as civilians. We're guests. So the neo-Nazis, I don't know if they were like told by the club this guy was having too much fun with the old ladies, fuck him up, or if, I think this is what I recall the story to be. The dude that hit me the first time with that blindsiding haymaker with my back turned, that piece of shit, I made his life a living hell. That's all I could do. They allegedly found out I was Jewish, and it was that was the excuse. And the also, when I said I'm not into menage a trois, during the melee of me getting my head pounded, I'm still trying to talk myself out of it because I'm in a state of shock, and I'm aware that I'm surrounded by people that that would end me. Period. So I didn't know if this was orchestrated. I don't know what's going on. I'm afraid to fight back. I hit the guy in the throat with one punch. He's too fucking tall. The other guy, he's way fucking tall. He's a monster. So I got hit probably maybe like 8 times, and I never got knocked unconscious. This was, I was told, that got me some amount of respect. One of the bikers came in and fucking threw me over the gate, over the barbed wire, like a sack of potatoes, and I fucking landed. And I don't know if that's where I almost fractured or fucked up my wrist so bad, but I needed to wear a cast for a very long time. I'll never forget. I was raging out. I called the girl M, the girl I went to school with for years, and I was just so enraged. My arm was fucked up. My wrist was fucked up. I couldn't use my hand right. My face is pounded in. I'm bloodied up. I'm still proud. I've never been knocked unconscious in my life. I'm not, and that's not a challenge. So yeah, I guess you could say, and I'm not trying to be a fucking prima donna, I almost died. I almost died then and there. So, to make a segue to all this shit with the internet, no, there's not going to be anybody that intimidates me or scares me. You know, I think the doxing and all the other fuckery that happens is just an unfortunate thing that happens on a platform or an area where people could really just have fun. But I know humanity needs conflict, and violence has to manifest itself in one way or another, and it does on the internet. So I guess I just wanted to tell that story. And after that, I didn't go full MAGA, but I bought my first firearm like 1 week after that, and I have it with me to this day. And I'm so glad. I'll never be without it. I'll never be without it. So yeah, when it comes to just anybody on YouTube thinking that if they start talking about me or somebody, like, I hope all of you feel this way. Don't let the power of numbers on the internet, you know, or be an intimidation factor. If you know that the truth is on your side, do not back down. Stand up on your 10 toes and, you know, speak with your conviction. Believe in what the fuck you're talking about because it's true, and not just because you have some false sense of morality or grandstanding, you know, or, and I hate the bullies of the world, you know. So if it's for camaraderie or whatever, we all find our reasons. Oh, whoa, man, there's glasses under the glasses. What a fucking bad look. Cancel me for that shit. By the way, Stuck in the Middle is returning. Josh we're just missing a wall. But once he's completed everything, remember, I have mixed feelings about it, but remember the angle that we're going to approach this topic that's very controversial. And that's the reason I think Josh likes this idea of talking about. And I know with some of the people here, it's going to get back, but, you know, my angle is we're just going to talk about the facts, what's available, and the archived footage, and everything that's been sent and that we found. He wants to know the story of Dagburn, and he wants to tell the story of Dagburn to the other audience. He finds this area of YouTube fascinating. So he was let me see. if I missed anything good. How am I gaslighting? Yeah, see, okay. Questions should not provoke people. Like, to my understanding, Johnny Gobble blocked me only because I played a portion of Gotcha Man's video and I asked a question about that portion of the video. He was in my chat. It's the last time I've seen him in my chat. And then I was blocked, and I'm still blocked from his channel. No ill will, but that wasn't me gaslighting him. That was me trying to learn more about this little cesspool slash part of YouTube that we find ourselves in. I understand supporting him too. I supported him for a long time because I want to support people more than I want to see them, like, I don't know, fall apart and fall down. Even though I'm critical of Ryan Upchurch on some things, I'd rather see him, like, patch everything up and be successful. But it all starts with questions. Now, the fact that I didn't see what's going on in the chat, I'm staying ignorant to it, so I can't really speak for whatever's happened there. But that's it. I hope I got my point across, and I wanted to make it very clear as to why, if I hear somebody's talking about me or roasting me or making memes of me, or I heard there was a great joke at my expense about my V-neck t-shirts or something. Oh man, that I couldn't sleep for days. Matter of fact, I haven't slept since I saw KD in the chat talking about how it looked like Cashville wore my white V-neck t-shirt and it was stretched out. I'm sorry. Hold on. This is rough. Those t-shirts, they define me. They make me who I am. What do you got to say about that, Third Eye? I wonder why people spell... You know what? I think we understand why. PDF. And apparently, I don't know, algorithm shit, YouTube shit. I don't know. It's amazing, though. Didn't KD make that his 10-minute response to Stuck in the Middle literally titled with the word spelled out? To each their own. Josh was hoping for more than what he got from KD there. I really think he wanted to be my friend but didn't know how, and he thought, like, maybe in coming at me in the troll-esque manner or roasting was a way to maybe elicit conversation. I don't know. I don't care. But I've told one of my many stories. There's a lot more where that came from. I am a survivor of what, how many damn years did I lose to addiction? I don't know, but I know how long I've been clean. I'm going on 9 months of alcohol-free, and I haven't had my DOC, opiates, for almost 20 years now. 20 years. But I do take fucking minuscule of Suboxone, and I have to be honest about that. It bothers me, and people tell me, even my doctor says, that I take such a fucking small piece that it's psychosomatic. So he doubts I'd even go through withdrawal. But okay, I've shared enough. Sharing, I've learned, comes back to bite you on the ass. And that's why I don't give a shit about that either. I will overshare. I've lived my life and I want to share my experiences. I'm not doing this to be a grand public figure. I'm doing this to, I don't know, connect with a small amount of people that I'm blessed to know. Some of those in here right now: Seafell, Shamrock, Bass Girl. Nola is slowly becoming one of them. And, I still don't like the way you were treated over at PBRs, and, standing up for you in the next live that I had immediately after that. That felt good. And yeah, Tricia is another one of my favorite people. So there's people that I'm just grateful to have met, and that's only because I am able and willing to hit the live button and not pay much into people that want to say whatever the fuck they want to say, however they want to say it, and run away with it like it's true. Paint a narrative, it gets clicks and views. Some people, that's their dopamine hit. Okay, and Ace and Saffron for sure is another one of my, like, top 20 people. Johnny didn't block you. Oh, it was one of the mods. By God. he was in a mood and just said, whatever, don't care, fully support the Gobbles, they've come so far. See, and that's where I was standing. So, okay, finally I got some sort of confirmation. I didn't want to make a big fucking deal about it and send people, I don't like to tell anybody what to do on YouTube. It's cringy as shit. There's enough of that going on, you know, people repping their mob mentality shit, which is a whole angle that Josh and I want to talk about, and CFLs and I want to talk about mob mentalities, cult-like thinking shit. So okay, look, yeah, no matter how much there are people that I support, that I enjoy watching, that hate his guts, but I even with the stuff I've learned, because he's gonna be a topic of the podcast, even with all that shit, to me, it's still shit that's in the past. You shouldn't be afraid of your past. You should be able to embrace it because you're living in today and you made it beyond all of that. So just because something will be reported on, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but because something that is public, is made public, is not us dogging anybody or shitting on somebody. I want to see him succeed as well. I'd like to see him, you know, I don't know, like I heard he lost the job already. That's unfortunate, but I can't also judge somebody else so strictly. I don't think I have the right to be such a judge of anybody's soul, character, and how they decide to live their life, if they're able to do it without hurting anybody, you know. But everybody's got their opinions, and doggone, I can tell you, it's been amazing from a psychological standpoint to kind of be in some of these groups and how passionate they are. I can't believe how divisive Dagburn is in and of him, just him and his name inside of a chat like Uncle Will's, who is somebody I get shit for saying I think he's okay by me, right? You know, like somebody I really respect in that's in my chats, and one of my mods has told me, bro, you can't be like in, you know, Uncle Will, come on, man. And I'll hear the same shit about Dagburn, but, you know, I'll say, I'm not here to like what you like. We're all here to just find something that keeps our attention to some degree. And I don't know, you know, I've said this a billion times. Doesn't mean you co-signed every goddamn action, but I will watch and continue to participate where I want to. And if the YouTube police want to say something or do something about it, by all means. With that, salute to you, Nuggy. Salute. By God, it's been a long time. It took me a minute. I had to think on it from last time. And right there, like the fact that there's people that can jump in here, and it might take the old rusty gears a little bit of time, but I'll be like, holy shit, that was when everybody was treating me positively, except for like one small group of detractors that made it their life's mission to ensure that I would not make a lot of connections, and to some degree, with hindsight, I think maybe rightfully so. So, what, did I miss anything? Okay, so you guys got some to hash out. Hey, I may have a open panel again if you guys are into that still, over on my channel. Anybody that's got some kind of beef issue with me, get on down to South Park, cuz. Oh, speaking of South Park, you guys see that last episode with that AI Trump? Holy shit. Dude, Trump, doesn't he own Paramount? He just sued CBS and Colbert. That episode was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it. But do you think Trump is going to fuck up South Park? And I've been loving, thank you to OT for reminding me of King of the Hill, new episodes. I just love, it embodies, like, I guess, pre-wokeness, and then just jumping right into the world as it is now, and being like, I don't recognize almost anything, even though this is supposed to be where I grew up. It does a good job of that. So I've done, oh shit, is that it? See, now I need to check. Triple T, I've been on all sides, I guess, when it comes to individuals. I cannot absolve myself, but let me at least check if I can. But if that is in fact you get a salute. I've watched your show. I've been watching your show, and I've also grown to be able to say,